viewers, welcome to episode 28. As you can see, I'm down underneath all of my farms. I finally got around to getting this switch all hooked up. So now, this chest here is obviously empty, and as soon as anything goes in, the chest whisks along. If this chest here has any room in it, it will emit a redstone signal. Oops, I just stopped that cart. It'll emit a redstone signal, which will switch this track on, which will turn the track into this little thing here, so it will unload any wheat that it might have, and then continue back. I think it will then go back up to get filled up again. If it happens to be full like it is now, there will be no redstone signal, and it will go straight through down this track here and unload all the wheat down here. As you can see, I've unloaded a lot of wheat already, and it's just still processing through. And that obviously goes up to my compound to get sorted and eventually burned up. I also got rid of the little seed. The energy condenser that was taking care of all the seeds for me, because now that I can go all the way down to this this line over here in the distance, that's where the seeds are going to end up going. So they'll pop into this chest and then they'll fly down there. So this chest over here takes care of all of the ash, and this unloader is set. It only will take ash, and this unloader will only take the wheat. So that's good. So that's that, which is something I've wanted to do for a while. I just haven't got around to it. I also then realized I can do the same kind of thing for this chest here. So I took out the energy condenser that was taking care of the sand and saplings, and I'll just ship those right down to my compound from this chest right here. So that takes care of those two things which were causing me some grief. You stopped right. You're supposed to be stopped there. Never mind. So the only thing now that I want to that I have to take care of is what happens with these chests. What happens, when these get filled up? What am I going to do? I currently have no idea. It would be very difficult to say run switches. Run a switch track, say, okay, chest is full, alright, switch and go a different route. And send all that stuff down this way. I think I have to come up with something a little different for that. But that takes care of this for now. And I got the over here. This is going to be the rubber tree farm, and I've got the logger and the arboretum placed down. I'm still not supplying them, and I'm also not doing anything with this cactus farm just yet. So I might do that today. This little guy. My sheep farm is doing pretty amazingly, and it's even getting me quite a bit of EMC, which is good. Same with this reed farm here. Now that I have all of the reeds I'm probably going to need, I've got 15 Eternalist fuel in there, that's pretty good. And a chest full of reeds. I'm going to need some paper pretty soon again for for another mod that I want to try and get into a little bit. But for now, I am going to think about what I want to do next and plan it out, and I'll be right back. So as I was running by, I just came to check up on these crafting tables, make sure everything was running smooth, see how full these chests were. Since they're getting pretty full, so I'll have to do something with that. And there's a lot of ash in here, and I was thinking, okay, where's all this ash coming from? And that's just coming from these engines here. For the centrifuge and the water production, possibly, yeah, I think that's it. But what was happening is I have basically two ways to create compost, right? From dirt with ash, or dirt with wheat. And what was happening is the compost here, there was like 32 extra in this stack, which I just took off. So apparently the system is not smart enough to say if it needs compost, it's going to request it. It's going to request from this auto crafting table and from this one as well. So it's basically getting more compost than it really needs, and then it's not taking it out here. I guess it's not a big deal, but I'm never going to run out of ash, and I don't think I'm ever going to run out of wheat that's connected to the system. So I might get rid of one of those. I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of the wheat. This here, because wheat I can use for other things. Ash, you know, ash doesn't really have other uses as far as I know. Can I do? Say, I'll just say make. There we go. Oh, I can also make fertilizer, which I think I am doing that already. I can make bituminous peat. I think this stuff burns better than the regular peat. But I also need propolis, which I need bees, different types of bees for to get this stuff here. So I might want to actually, might be a good use for this ash, and because I have tons of peat down under here, so that could be something interesting to do. But to get to that, to that propolis stage, I'd have to upgrade some of these bees. And right now, they're just basically cycling through their life and getting me lots of beeswax and honey drops, which is all good. I'll probably keep these the way they are and start a new a beekeeping area. Probably a couple of different areas for the different biomes that I need. Certain bees are only only work in certain biomes, so like desert and jungle and winter biomes, as well as forest and meadows. So I think maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll see if I can find some of those types of bees. Yeah, look at all this wheat just coming all into the system here. And once this here fills up, it'll start shipping it out and it'll get burned up over here in this energy condenser. So that's good. No worries there. Anything in here? No, nothing to worry about there. So I'll be back in a few minutes once I figure out what I'm going to do next and have it all set up. So I was just messing around with some research real quick, and I ended up getting the Totem of the Dawn, which is really good. Wanted this, was hoping to get one of these. This will help me restore some of the local aura and keep the taint away. It was off of the Fragment of Tainted Knowledge. Let's see what it takes to make this here. A silverwood log, beast crystal, and some nitor. And 50 beasts, which is no big deal, and I get a Totem of the Dawn. Good. Let's just toss this, the rest of this on here. All of these fragments just came from like random stacks of cobblestone. Just getting, fragments of lost knowledge, and then just keep researching those because I have it all done already. And just getting the forbidden knowledge and tainted knowledge and that sort of thing. What I think I'm gonna do is toss these here, and just for the heck of it, burn up research some books. because I get a 70% chance. So that's nice. What I can also do is research that as well. Since it's now in my book. Alright, my Thumbonomicon, which I don't have on me. And I do have one forbidden knowledge thing to research, but I think I need something in the tainted line before I can get it. Because every time I do forbidden knowledge, I just keep getting more forbidden knowledge fragments. So that's an indication that there's something I need, but I just don't have a prerequisite. So I think I'm going to go make a couple of those Totems of the Dawn and figure out where I want to place them. Okay, so I've been out running around, flying around the world, getting bees. Lots and lots of bees. Actually, they found this marshy princess in obviously a swampland. I've never seen that before. I don't know if it's new or I just never encountered it, but I pretty much have at least one of every princess of every type that you can find naturally. All the rest are come from breeding. So let me get that all set up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 10 apiaries here. So 7 of those will be dedicated to these purebreds to keep. So I can always have at least one drone, and all the rest of these princesses that I've got, I'll use those to breed in the 7 remaining. I'll probably end up making a heck of a lot more, so I can get through the bee breeding process a lot quicker. But one thing that, so now that I've got all the bees, I'm going to need places to put them. And for that, I've decided to go ahead and make my first red matter, which you can see was 3 dark matter and some eternalist fuel. I know I went over that pretty quick. Okay, where did I just go? Right, wrong inventory. So I just want to teach that to my transmutation table because it is incredibly expensive. It's worth almost $500,000 EMC. And so what I'm going to do, what I'm going to make with that is a mercurial eye. So make my building a lot quicker. So we have obsidian and bricks and some diamond and that red matter. So let's do red matter. There's the diamond, obsidian, and then some bricks. Mercurial eye. So what this can do is, I've never actually used this before. So G apparently changes the mode. Creation mode, transmutation, pillar extension, and extension mode. So I know we have to have a target block, so if I wanted to say make something out of brick, I'd have to have it there, or if I wanted to make something out of obsidian, put in the target location, and this also needs a Klein star to power it, or EMC to power it out of the Klein star. I might even make us one of the first tier Klein stars just to leave in here, so I can so I don't have to keep moving this in and out, my main Klein star in and out of it. But I'll get to that soon enough. So basically, I'm going to need I'm going to need a little room in a forest and a winter biome, which I'm probably going to put right over here somewhere, because these two are on a border. One in a swamp, and one in a desert. And if you know what, if I build that one right, if I build it big enough, I can use this this grassland as a third biome to do all the main stuff. Forest and meadows bees, they'll grow in just about they'll both grow in a meadow or both grow in a forest. It doesn't matter for them. But the tropical and wintry, they need that specific area. So I'll just fly over here and see what this is all about over here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. If I make it right so it's bordering on these, dig into this jungle a little bit. See where that starts. Yeah, I'll just chop down a couple of these these trees. We've got some ice plains. Yeah, I think that'll work. That'll save me from having to dig out too much river. Yeah, I'll still need to find swamp and desert. I know there's a desert off that way, and I think there's a swamp not far, just on the other side of this jungle. So that's not a big deal, and I think that covers just about all of them. I am going to want some portals in between them all, and to get items back and forth, I am actually going to use teleport type pipes this time. I do have enough, I've got a good supply of diamonds, even though I'm not getting any more with my nice quarry. I still want to reprogram this. I don't like the way the commands are. They're just a little bit too long of a delay. But my main bee area, I think, is going to be over here. I'll just make sure I build it big enough. Because not only is it going to be sorting the bees out, it's also going to process all of the bee products. So I'll make this this area fairly big. I'll make sure I encompass enough of the jungle and that ice plains biome to get all the stuff that I need. And yeah, so I'm going to sleep through the night and get, clean out some inventory because it's full of junk. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so I've got a nice big area here cleared out. I've got just stone in the target block, and I did make a Kleinstar Iron and charged it up, so it's got lots of EMC in there. Now let's try this out. So I think we want creation mode, and well, let's just down. Let's try clicking right here. Wow, that is going to be a huge room. Let's take it down a notch and see how. That's a lot better. Okay. So I think if we do extension mode. Extend out this wall. This is the coolest thing ever. I almost want to make a mob grinder with this thing. Just because it would be so much easier. I've built some very overly large mob grinders in the past, and it's just taken forever. So even a couple I've built them without creative mode. It was in one of the first worlds me and a couple of friends played together on, and it was just ridiculous. So aside from this little spot up here, that's looking pretty good. I did not measure this out at all. I just tried to encompass a very large area. Using this thing, I might be able to encompass all these farms up very quickly too, which would be kind of cool. So I think now I'm going to do glass. Set it back to creation mode. Creation mode, and click here. And there we have a gigantic glass roof. And go into extension mode. Whoops. That was not the right way. This way. Yeah, it's a little tricky to get the hang of, but you get the idea. So I'm going to stop the recording here and clean all this up and get it and finish off the nice glass roof. Because bees do need sunlight for the most part, unless they have a nocturnal trait, which most of them don't by default. So I'm just going to make the whole roof out of glass, and I'll be back once that's done. Okay, so I've built up my nice room here, and I have put down some wool, courtesy of my nice mercurial eye, uh, in all of the, basically the green for the jungle biome, so I know exactly where it is at all times. Save me from like swapping, opening up the F3 menu and looking around. And blue for the ice plains biome. So that's plenty of room. That should give me lots of room to get what I need down there. So I am going to need some vines, I think. Do I have my... I don't even know if I can cut vines down. I've never actually tried. Let's get rid of whirl. Looks like I can. Because for jungle biomes, I have no idea where that went, probably in this bag here. For jungle biomes, you need, for the flower that the bees are going to want, it needs vines. So let's toss a few of these around here. And I don't think those will spread much further than that. And I think just about anywhere I put that, the apiary, it should be good. And I'm not sure what it needs for winter, but I'm going to sleep through the night, and then I will see if I can figure that out. Looks like there's another, might just be a sheep. That's either a sheep or, no, that's a, there's a couple of bees' nests right there. Alright, so I'll be back once I've got some more of this set up. And just as I landed, I looked down at the bottom left there, and I have an 81% chance to increase the Vs in this area, and it's climbed from 1600 all the way to 2300 because of these totems of the dawn. And I also built this here silverwood tree. Basically just went out with some shears, cut out down all of the leaves, and then cut down the tree, and then just brought it here and manually replaced everything. That's why it looks so perfect and manicured. But yeah, so that's really handy because this was like, balanced out with taint, which I wasn't a big fan of. Wasn't sure if I was going to get natural taint spawning in here. But there's a couple places I think over here where the taint is pretty high. It's a 9% chance, 10% chance to go up, and I think that's because of this this obelisk here. Yeah, see, because it's generating some taint. There's nothing in there that is drawing any Vs out either, so it must be that. So maybe I'll put some, make some more totems and go drop it around there, just so my base is a little bit more protected. And over in here, I've got 43% chance. I've got a couple totems here, and even on the roof, I did build another one of these trees. So that's keeping my the Vsora up nice and high. Nowhere near the almost 10,000 that it was when I first got here, but I think it was at 7440 before I put all those in there. So it just takes time, and it'll replenish itself. So now I'm gonna sleep through the night and be back when I've got something else built. So I've got this little system all set up here. Ow. Yeah, tropical bees, they sting, so you gotta be careful. I've got a charm of cleansing, which will cure the poison for me. But yeah, I've got chests out the front here. Basically, it's just the loop like it was, like I did for the other ones, to get my beeswax and just keep them alive. So this will basically keep producing purebred forest, purebred drones. Valiant Queen, that one hasn't died off yet. Yeah, so one for forest, meadows, valiant, wintry, and tropical. I think that's probably about it for here for now. I am going to make a portal and get a desert bee going and a swamp bee. And then I'm going to end up needing power in here for the centrifuges. So what I'm thinking of doing is that would be a good reason to start using up all of my saplings and processing them into biofuel. So that'll be a neat little process. Little add-on to that there. So I'll have plenty of power over in here. It'll also help me use up some more of my, depending on how I want to do it, if I pump the fuel through a transport pipe, or if I pump it into cans and ship the cans over there, or wax capsules and ship those over there. I'm not certain how I want to do it, but I'll probably set up the refinery area, probably in here, maybe over in here somewhere. Somewhere close by, close to these saplings, to make it easy for me. So yeah, what else was there? Yeah, just getting these bees all taken care of. Getting all the purebreds taken care of, and then I can start into the breeding. I have to look around to find a good desert and a swamp area. Like I said, I think there's a swamp just on the other side of these, on the other side of this jungle. What I do want to do is put some chunk loading blocks over here, which I just happen to have in this bag. Teleport tether. So what the heck, let's try one right here. See how that works out. Perfect. That's how it'll work out. It'll work out just fine. So it's got this entire area loaded completely, which is good. Good. So I did set up these portals. I'll probably stick these in the wall when I put the other portals to the desert and swamp. Just checking out my research. Fractal lost knowledge. Good. Burn those up. See if I can get something better out of those. And yeah, that's probably about it for this episode. And stay tuned next time. I'll carry on with the bees, maybe start into that refinery, because that's going to take a little while. Maybe not a little while, but building the components is easy. Getting everything supplied, that can be a little bit tricky. Depending on how I want to supply it, whether it's with a railcraft or just go the easy route and use teleport pipes. It's all up in the air, but I do want to get that built quickly because I'm going to need power very soon to start processing all of the honeycombs and whatnot that I'm starting to gather up over here already. So I'll probably have to make a few more centrifuges, and yeah. So stay tuned for next time.